Hey everybody, so we're back this week. I had to take a 2-week little hiatus now from making a long form YouTube video. I had some stuff go down with my business, as well as my grandfather passed away. We're all doing okay though, everybody's good, the family's good. I'm just happy to be back and making some videos. So this week, we're gonna make another easy weeknight recipe. We're gonna make Peruvian chicken with a nice jalapeno green sauce. It's gonna be delicious. Easy recipe for you guys. So we're gonna jump right into it, and without further ado, let's get to cooking. All right, to start this recipe off, we're gonna make a quick seasoning that we're gonna use to rub all over our bird. Now, there's a few different ways you could make it. Some people will do this differently. I'm just gonna use probably a variety of ingredients that I think will taste good on this chicken. So we're gonna start with about a tablespoon or so of a neutral oil. I like using avocado oil. A nice tablespoon or two of some soy sauce. This is light soy sauce. Just a little bit of apple cider vinegar, a little bit of fresh lime juice. So you got your 2 acidic elements in there. Then we're gonna add some oregano, garlic powder. You can also use fresh garlic if you'd like. Just make sure you mince it up nice and fine. A little bit of onion powder. I'm using smoked paprika because I like the flavor of smoked paprika in this dish. You can also use just normal paprika. And then a little bit of cumin powder. And then lastly, a big pinch of salt and black pepper. We also got a little bit of saltiness in the soy sauce. So in 1 pinch of salt should do the trick. Now we're just gonna give it a mix to all the seasonings. They're combined into the oil and the soy sauce. And once they're combined, just let this hang out for a minute while we grab our bird. Okay, so what I have here is a whole chicken. This is what they consider to be a young chicken. Now you can use chicken thighs, you can use chicken breasts. I'm just gonna use a whole chicken because it seems to be traditional. I really don't know if there's an actual traditional way to do this recipe, but a lot of people do use a whole chicken and break it down. So you get some of the white meat, you get some of the dark meat, and then you just get a nice variety. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna season this. So I always like to start on the back side of the chicken because it's gonna cook on this side and there's not much meat on the back. There is some meat here in this little spine area and on the back of these thighs, but not much. So we're gonna go ahead and add some of our marinade just like this. We're just gonna go ahead and work it in. Make sure we get all the little nooks and crannies there, get under the wings. And then once we have a good layer here, just go ahead and flip your chicken over. We're gonna go ahead and add more of our marinade or our seasoning mix. Kind of work it in here, get it a little bit under the skin. Okay, so once we're all nice and seasoned, move this chicken out of the way here. We're gonna grab our roasting pan, and then we're just gonna lay our bird in like so. Now you could spatchcock the chicken if you don't have a roasting pan and just make sure you put it on a wire rack, but this will do the trick. So now we're gonna take our chicken and we're going into the oven set to 375 degrees Fahrenheit on convection. If you don't have convection, you can go ahead and hike it up to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, but it's probably gonna take around an hour for this chicken to cook fully. We're looking for 155 to 160 degrees in the breast and about 175 to 185 in the thigh. So I might rotate, depending on how the oven is. If I have a hot spot in the oven, I will rotate the pan probably about 30 minutes in. But we're gonna pop this in the oven, and then while this cooks, I'm gonna show you guys how to make the sauce. So now this is pretty much the jalapeno sauce that everybody makes with this recipe. They call it a green sauce, jalapeno sauce, whatever you want to call it. So in your blender, we're gonna start with about 3 or 4 jalapenos that I just took the seeds out. Right here I have about 1/4 cup of some Greek yogurt, a few tablespoons of some mayo, 2 garlic cloves, 1 bunch of green onion. I'm gonna add a handful of parsley. If you have cilantro, use cilantro. I just don't have any cilantro, so parsley is gonna be the next best thing. A few tablespoons of some lime juice for some acidity. You could always taste this later and adjust. Once it's blended up, you could taste it, add a little more lime juice or salt. And then a nice big pinch of salt and black pepper. Now what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna actually turn this on and start blending, and I'm gonna slowly drizzle in a little bit of olive oil just to get it to blend. So now we're gonna add the sauce to a bowl here. This way we can taste it and adjust the seasoning. Maybe it needs more lime juice, maybe some more salt. All right, so let me give it a taste, see how we're looking here. It's actually pretty good. I'm gonna add a little bit more lime juice though. I just wanna taste a little bit more acidity. All right, let's give it a little mix here. Let's taste it. See, that's why you taste it, a little bit more salt. You add a little more acid, now I gotta add a little salt. All right, one more time. Perfect. That sauce is delicious. What I'm gonna do is let this sauce hang out in the fridge. Our chicken's probably got another 30 minutes or so of cooking left. Then we're gonna let it rest. I'm gonna cut it up, and then we're gonna devour this thing. So, I'll be back with you in about 30 minutes. All right, so our chicken was cooking now for just a little bit over an hour. We got some beautiful color on there. It smells delicious. You can really smell that oregano. You can smell that lime juice. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and separate the breast from the thighs. I'm gonna slice them and we're gonna plate this up. And there it is, guys. That's our whole Peruvian chicken with a jalapeno green sauce. Let's give it a try. My mouth is watering, guys. Little dunk ski. in our sauce. That sauce is amazing. Wow. So this is what I'll say. Without the sauce, it's kind of just like a very good roasted chicken. Nice and tender. You do have some flavor on the chicken. You can taste a little bit of that garlic. You can taste a little acidity from the lime juice and the little bit of vinegar that's in there. The sauce is truly the star of the show. Very light jalapeno flavor. It's got a nice amount of acidity. It's creamy from that mayo and the yogurt. I really can't tell the difference between the parsley or the cilantro. I say either one is probably fine. If you don't have the cilantro, just go ahead and use the parsley. It's still very, very good. I will say if you've never tried this before, there's not really anything like it. I can't really describe anything that tastes like this. You know, I assume this sauce would be good on pretty much anything. You can eat it on steak. You can use it on, you know, chicken thighs or chicken breasts. Probably would be good on pork, or even like as a chicken wing sauce, it probably would be excellent as well. Make some nice smoked chicken wings with this sauce. Anyways, for how easy this recipe is to make, there's no reason for you guys not to try it. If you enjoyed this video or you learned something, give me a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.